A month ago, ICT posted on his community post saying 1 week before Thanksgiving, he's going to stop trading and resume trading on the first Tuesday of February. I disregarded this information because I felt so confident in this strategy that I created or developed after watching all the videos in his 2022 mentorship, and then this happened. So looking at the screen right now, you can see we are on the 15-minute time frame, and just like the strategy goals that I've been explaining on this channel, we demarcate the range within which we are going to be trading, that is 8:30 to 11 New York Standard Time, and we look for the swing high or swing low that we will be expecting price to trade below or trade above, after which we are going to drop down to the lower time frames to get our trading setup. So this was the swing low that price traded below, and now this is 9:30, and that's when we are going to drop down to the 3-minute, and that is where our trading setup formed. So right now on the 3-minute time frame, we start forwarding price to look for a trading setup that follows all our rules. As you can see, this trading setup right here actually follows all our rules, and let's break it down. We want to see, first of all, at least 2 bearish candles before our nice impulsive move which happened. Also, we want to see that our nice impulsive move should take out a high, because this is a bullish setup. It took out this high and it also took out this high. Another thing, we want to see our nice impulsive move to have a displacement that is above 25 points. You can see the displacement here is actually 30 points, and we measure the displacement based on the candle that is within the fair value gap, because we have candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. So candle 2 is the candle which we'll be looking to measure our displacement. As you can see, the displacement is above 25 points. And the last point which we are looking forward to make sure that the setup is actually perfect is candle 2 and candle 3 of the fair value gap should be bullish, since this is a bullish setup. That is our fair value gap which we have drawn, and as you can see, candle 2 and candle 3 are all bullish. So all the rules that we want to see for our trading setup have actually been met. So now the next thing we do is we draw our fib from the low to the high, and as you can see, the 50% of that range actually did not form within the fair value gap, but that is not a big deal. So the next thing we do is actually we drop down now to the 1-minute time frame, where we are going to be getting a better entry. Okay, as you can see on the 1-minute time frame here, this is the fair value gap. And what are we looking for? We are looking for the first fair value gap that has formed within that 3-minute zone where we are going to be taking our trade. Okay, you can see this was the first fair value gap that was formed within that 3-minute zone that price actually came within or traded within right here. But price has not gone above our 0 level. So this fair value gap is actually still tradable by us. So the next thing we are going to do now is placing our trades. So you can see we placed our entry just at the high of the zone, then our stop loss was at the low of candle 1 of that fair value gap, then our take profit was right there at the negative 0.5 level. So the next thing we do is just to forward price to see how price is going to play out. Right there, we got tagged in. Price has been playing a little bit around our zone, but not a big deal, because the main thing we want to see is price gets above this 0 level or above the high of this range before maybe we can place our stop loss to break even or to get the next action. You can actually see what price did here. So price actually just played around our zone and went all the way down. And when I checked on the news calendar, I realized that this was exactly 10 a.m. and there was a very massive news event or high impact news event that happened that caused this spike down. And guess what? On this trade, as I placed my entry here and I placed my stop loss here, I was actually risking 1%. I'm going to actually show you guys a screenshot. I was risking 1% from this high to this low here, but because of this news event, I actually got slipped. Like, I got affected by slippage and price took me out all the way at the bottom here. So instead of price getting me out at my original stop loss, price went all the way down because of slippage. If you guys don't understand slippage, basically slippage is when where you have placed your stop loss, there was no actual price at that level. So price actually had to go take me out at the nearest place where there was actually a price, and that was right down at the bottom here, as you guys can see in the screenshot. The crazy thing is, as I risked 1% and actually ended up losing 3% of my account, which was actually way massive and greater than what I actually expected. I thought that it was just a coincidence that this actually happened. So I actually kept on trading, and guess what? To my greatest surprise, I actually took another trade that same week on a Wednesday, and this is actually what happened. You can actually see here that this setup actually also met all our rules, right? At least 2 bullish candles before the nice bearish impulsive move, and as you can see, we had a fair value gap at the top here, another fair value gap at the bottom here. And just like what I still said, when there are 2 consecutive fair value gaps, you take your trade on the lower fair value gap, anticipating that price might get to the higher one. So what happened here is, when price formed this lower fair value gap, I dropped down to the 1 minute time frame. Since this is on the 3 minute time frame, I dropped down to the 1 minute time frame to get a better entry for the sell. So I got the better entry, got the better stop loss, and my take profit here was actually the negative 0.5 level of this entire range. So as you can see, what happened is price came, took me in and hit my stop loss and did not actually get to my take profit. On that same Wednesday, actually just a few minutes after that, price actually formed one of our most perfect trading setups, and this now was actually on the 1 minute time frame. So you can see at least 2 bearish candles before this nice bullish impulsive move, right? And this bullish impulsive move took out a high, this high here, and also another high that was just a little bit away here that I never caught in this screenshot. And as you can see, the bullish impulsive move here was actually greater than 25 points. So there we go. I took another trade, and you can see here, this was my entry. My stop loss was just right here, the low of candle 1 of this lower fair value gap. And as you can see, price came all the way, got in, took me out, and went right up to my take profit. So at the end of the day, when I was like wondering why the hell was price doing all of this to me, like why the price come all the way, took me out in this very perfect setup, even coming back to this 3 minute setup where it was also very perfect. Price came, took me in, but still hit my stop loss. This was the first time that I actually got slipped out of my trade. Like, I had never experienced slippage since I started trading this strategy. So it kept me wondering to what actually caused all of this. And that is when I came to the conclusion that this all happened because I never respected what I still said. So I was supposed to stop trading the week prior to Thanksgiving and resume trading in February. So that was the reason why all of this happened to me. And since this day, I actually stopped trading, and I'm going to resume trading following what I still said. I'm going to resume trading only in February. So if you want to know my 7 easy step trading plan of this amazing strategy, then check out this video right now on the screen. With that said, catch you guys in the next one.